Hello everyone, I am Dr. Farid Munim, a medical consultant in the United Kingdom and the author of the book In the Shadow of Tyranny, Memoirs of a Doctor from Saddam's Hell. I want to speak about the two reckless wars that Saddam fought. The first was the long and devastating war with Iran, and the second fought less than a year after it ended, was the reckless invasion of Kuwait. In my book, In the Shadow of Tyranny, I describe the daily reality of life during those years. The streets were filled with funeral processions. Coffins were carried over taxis. Black drapes were hung on every street, announcing that another so-called martyr of the Qadisiyah had died on the front. Unfortunately, I myself was conscripted in both of these wars. As a doctor, I had no choice but to serve in the army, even though I did not believe in either of the conflicts. I faced death almost every day, whether from bombing or from freezing nights on mountain tops, or from the danger of falling into deep valleys when I served in the mountainous front in the north. I narrowly escaped death when many of my friends did not. The losses were not only human, but also economic and financial. Iraq was drained of its resources, its people, and its future. Many women lost their husbands, either killed in the war or taken as prisoners of war or labeled missing, and were left with no choice but to sell their bodies to feed their children. Instead of rebuilding the country after 8 years of war, Saddam chose another reckless path and invaded Kuwait. That second war ended in military defeat, in sanctions that starved the Iraqi people, and in the collapse of Iraqi's economy. And let us not forget Halabja. Saddam used chemical weapons against his own people, the Kurdish civilians. In March 1988, the city of Halabja was bombed with sarin, mustard gas, VX, hydrogen cyanide. Between 3,200 and 6,000 civilians, mostly women and children, were killed, and up to 10,000 more were injured. Many left with permanent illnesses, deformities, and generational birth defects. These wars were not victories, they were national disasters. They show how one man's reckless decisions destroyed millions of lives and bankrupted a nation. All these stories are described in my book, In the Shadow of Tyranny, Memoirs of a Doctor from Saddam's Hell. I invite you to read this book and to reflect on it, and leave a review on Amazon so that we can keep this memory alive.